Welcome back. If you've integrated AI coding tools like Cursor or Copilot into your engineering team, your velocity metrics probably look incredible right now. You are shipping features in days instead of weeks. But I need you to look closer, because while your velocity is up, you are likely accumulating a massive, invisible mountain of technical debt. Today, we are talking about gist debt, the silent killer of AI-generated architecture, and why 2026 research shows that AI code is actually creating a new maintenance crisis. Let's get into it. The problem with AI-generated code isn't that it looks bad. It's exactly the opposite. When a junior developer writes bad code, you catch it in review because the naming is weird or the structure is clunky. AI code doesn't do that. It produces code that is syntactically clean, perfectly formatted, and well-commented. It looks like it was written by a senior engineer. But under the surface, it is often architecturally incoherent. Researchers call this gist debt. Traditional tech debt happens when you choose to take a shortcut to ship faster. You know the debt is there. Gist debt happens when AI generates code that developers accept and ship without actually understanding the underlying assumptions the AI made. The AI might generate a perfectly clean service class, but completely ignore the bounded context your team spent weeks designing. Because it looks clean, it passes review. This is compounded by the sheer volume of code AI produces. A massive 2026 analysis of over 8 million pull requests showed that AI technical debt increases by 30 to 41% in the first year of adopting these tools, and the fallout is severe. Security findings increase by 1.57x when teams rely heavily on AI. Vulnerability density in AI-generated code is consistently 2.7x higher than human-written code. In fact, 40 to 62% of AI-generated code contains security or design flaws. So how does this play out in your sprints? It starts with a velocity spike, but soon the accumulated weight of unchecked, silently conflicting decisions starts breaking things. Currently, 66% of developers report they are spending more time fixing AI-generated code because it is almost right but not quite. We've confused generating code fast with sound software engineering. But you cannot put the genie back in the bottle. 92% of professional developers are using these tools, generating over 40% of all production code. The solution isn't banning AI. The solution is shifting your team's culture from just vibe coding to vibe then verify. To stop this silent risk, you must change how you review code. First, implement spec-driven development. The core problem is that AI makes invisible assumptions. You have to force the AI to make those assumptions explicit before it generates the code. Second, recognize that review capacity simply cannot match generation velocity. You need automated, tool-agnostic observability. You need pipelines that specifically tag AI-generated code and route it into stricter static analysis security checks before it ever reaches a human reviewer. Finally, leverage AI where it actually reduces debt. Use it to document those poorly understood legacy systems. Speed is not health. Stop letting perfectly formatted, architecturally broken code slip into production. How is your team handling code reviews now that AI is writing half the code base? Let's talk about it in the comments. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.